Ramashri Social Classes. See, today I would like to say a few words regarding precautions. What precautions? Such a pandemic conditions now. We are suffering a lot because of COVID-19. We know that all. So, I'm requesting you people as an Indian citizen, we have to take some responsibility. Am I correct or not? So that is why use mask, take social distance and should not go outside unnecessarily. See, please do this all the time so that we can avoid the COVID-19. Stay safe, stay healthy. Thank you. Right. Today we are going to discuss a new topic, that is rain and rivers. Rain and rivers, second lesson of the 7th class SCERT. Right. So here, rain. Before going to discuss this rain, we must know the quantity of water on the earth. As we know, 3/4 of earth consists of water. When we take the percentage, 71% of water is present on the earth, 29% of the land is present on the earth. So under 71%, we have only 3% of pure water. That too, 2% of water under frozen in Arctic circles in a frozen state. So it is not available for us to drink. So the availability of the water percent is only 1%. Even that water also contaminating here and there if we observe. So we have to protect water. Right. Next, come to the point. To know this rain, we have the knowledge of water cycle. Water cycle. After the unbearable heat of March, April, May and in the month of June, we get rainfall. Right. See, several water bodies are present on the earth's surface. Ocean, seas, rivers, lakes, ponds, etc. So these huge water bodies, if we observe, it extended some thousands of kilometers. So here, when the earth gets heat up, the water slowly is started evaporate. This water vapor is mixed with the air and into the atmosphere. So then what happened? These water drops or evaporation is mixed with the dust particles and snow. So it transformed into the water droplets. See, once again I would like to explain about this. So evaporation. Evaporation is from water bodies, all the water bodies, whatever I said just now, and from the water bodies and animals and plants, all the animals, the skin of the animals and even plants. Next, wet cloth and soil. Wet cloth, when we after washing the cloth, when we keep for drying from that cloth and even soil. From all the sources of water, this water is started to evaporate and mix into the air. So this process is called as evaporation. This evaporation is transformed into the clouds. Transformed as clouds. So actually, these clouds consist of a small droplets, how it gained from evaporation. Right. These tiny water droplets mixed with the dirt particles and snow, it increase in the size. Next, so these clouds, when it form as a droplets, water droplets, the process is called as condensation. See, evaporation, condensation. Next, finally, when these clouds are moving from one place to another, actually the winds are moving from one place to another. See, when it cools down actually, so some kilometers the wind is moving forward, it slowly getting cool. Right. So when it gets cool and heavy with the water droplets, it can precipitation. It can precipitate through how? So rain droplets. Okay, precipitate in the form of water droplets. That water droplets or water is nothing but rainfall. It's called as precipitation. Precipitation is different forms. So in the form of water, hail, in the form of snow, fog, etc. So all these are the forms of precipitation. So this is water cycle. Once again, evaporation, condensation, precipitation. Again started evaporation from all the water bodies. It transformed into the clouds or winds, and these winds are moving from one place to another. When it gets cools and it gives the rainfall. That is the actual process of rain. So we get rainfall in the first week of June. First week of the June. And I would like to show a picture of evaporation. Just you focus this picture. This is from your textbook. Observe this. Next. And here one more picture to given. Water cycle. So this is actually water. Ocean you can take. So this is ocean. Ocean. So here evaporation. And here clouds formed, condensation and precipitation, water droplets. Are you observing water droplets or not? So evaporation, condensation and precipitation. This is called water cycle. Right. So here the water is some thousands of kilometers extended on oceans. Right. So usually the more evaporation takes place on the oceans. So as a result, the huge rainfall also happens on the ocean itself. Right. So these clouds moving from one place to another, I said, how can we get rainfall to India? And how we can get rainfall to Andhra Pradesh? Let us discuss here. So here, India map. I hope you can understand. Map of India this is, and here the winds are formed, the wind have two arms, that is from Arabian Sea, and second is Bay of Bengal. Two arms are there for this wind. Right. So heavy rainfall. First you observe this map. The shaded areas these are the Western Ghats, and these are the excuse me, southeast states of India. These areas are covered with the huge rainfall. Huge rainfall. Why not complete Indian states are not getting huge rainfall? There is reason. So let us discuss this matter now. So two arms of winds are present in India, that is from Arabian Sea, and second is Bay of Bengal. Right. So here to India, the winds are coming from south west. This is west side and this is south side. So between the area between south and west called as southwest. Right. So these monsoon winds, these winds are coming in the month of March. Right. So this is called as southwest monsoon. Which clouds we are getting? Rain. Southwest monsoon. Very important point this is. Very much valid for DSC also. So India is getting rainfall through southwest monsoon. These winds are coming first touch to the Kerala, the coastal area of Kerala, and finally enter to the country. In the same manner, Bay of Bengal, from Bay of Bengal, so the winds are passing to the east side, southeast states it covered and giving huge rainfall to these states. And after that, the winds are passing to west side and some are moving to the north side. These arrows you have to observe. Southwest monsoon winds are moving towards to the northeast side. Did you observe these arrows? This is very important. And some are moving to the north side. Whereas these southeast winds from Bay of Bengal, these winds are moving towards to the northeast states like Arunachal Pradesh, Assam, Meghalaya, Mizoram, etc. Nagaland. These states are covered winds which are coming from Bay of Bengal. Right. So these winds are giving more rainfall to India. Right. So here, when these southwest monsoon are enter to Andhra Pradesh, first Rayalaseema districts. So Rayalaseema districts get rainfall. Which districts are getting rainfall here? Let us see. So Chittoor and Kurnool, our Kurnool, Chittoor and Kurnool we get rainfall. But what is the bad luck of our Rayalaseema districts? So when these winds are coming from southwest side, here Western Ghats are present. Western Ghats are nothing but hill region this is. When these winds are full of water droplets, when it comes through these Western Ghats, it gets very cool. What happened? The winds are getting very cool, then as it usually it gives rainfall there itself. You get my point? So the huge water or rainfall are bring through the winds. Because of this coolness of this hill region, the rainfall was on there itself, on the Western Ghats itself. Only dry winds are coming to the Rayalaseema districts. Did you get my point? So complete water or complete rainfall was happened on the mountain itself. So usually the mountainous rainfall is quite common in all the areas. Understand? That is our bad luck to get the less rainfall. It is not the falls of winds. You get my point? So these winds are for rainfall giving on the mountain itself. That kind of rainfall is called as mountainous rainfall. Right. Dry winds are coming to the Andhra Pradesh state and touching to first two Rayalaseema districts, that is Chittoor and Kurnool, and giving less rainfall. You get my point? Right. So after in the month of May to October, the cyclones form from Bay of Bengal. The cyclones form in the Bay of Bengal and the like this. With the wind and its hit to the coastal areas of Andhra Pradesh. Did you get my point? These buildings are giving huge winds and rainfall to these coastal areas. And these winds are very wide in nature and giving damage or destruction to the coastal areas. Did you get my point? So these rains are giving very hard hit to the coastal areas. So then it gets huge rainfall to the coastal areas and as well as in the inland of Andhra Pradesh. Right. So next, when this monsoon returns, also called as return monsoon or northeast monsoon, the same winds which are entered to the country, the winds are returned again, returned back to the country, So that is called as return monsoon or northeast monsoon because the winds are coming from northeast side. So that these winds are called as northeast monsoon or return monsoon. Remember this. These return monsoon are happening from in the month of October to December. It gives huge rainfall. Right. Huge rainfall to remaining districts of remaining districts of Telangana. Right. So reversal monsoon gives huge rainfall to Telangana districts. And what about Andhra Pradesh? So Andhra Pradesh districts getting moderate rainfall. I will show in the map. Right. Just you focus. Complete this orange colored representing moderate rainfall to the Andhra Pradesh. Orange color. Just you focus on orange color. These coastal districts of Andhra Pradesh, nearly 7 districts are there. These districts are getting moderate rainfall. And second thing is low rainfall, which showing green in color. So green color shows low rainfall. Observe light green color. So light green color, this is below low rainfall. So especially Kurnool and Anantapur, especially Anantapur, droughted areas. These two districts are getting very low rainfall in Andhra Pradesh. Yes. So how can we measure this rainfall? as moderate or huge or low. How can we measure? Yes. So to measure rainfall, there is an instrument called rain gauge. These rain gauge are measuring the rainfall by taking unit area in centimeters. Always rainfall is showing in the form of centimeters. Right. So I will show the instrument, the actual instrument. Yes. This is actual rain gauge. It consists of scale. So about the process is there, how we make the rain gauge by using in general things. Bottle, it's a general bottle, children. You can do this. It's a general bottle and scale, some knife. With these things we can make a rain gauge. So this rain gauge you can find out by yourself. How can we measure rainfall in your area? Yes, quickly you do this rain gauge and just you put in an open area. This rain gauge must have a scale. It's very important because to measure the rainfall we need scale, it seems. Right. So this rain gauge, after preparation of this rain gauge, you must make sure it's an open area, because it should not keep any under plant or shadow of any wall, should not keep like that. The rain gauge must be keep in an open space, right? And leave it either week or month. So finally you measure that how many centimeters rainfall in your area gain. Understand? So it is nothing but it's a measuring of rainfall in your area. In that manner generally we can know the rainfall in our areas. Right. So once again we can recall all these points. So first is percentage of water on the earth, 71%, 71% of water and 29% of land. Important this is. So 1% of water is available on the earth for drinking. Next, this is water cycle. Water cycle consists of 3 operations or 3 processes: evaporation, condensation and precipitation. Right, important. Next, rainfall of India. So we get rainfall through southwest monsoon. The same monsoon written in the month of October, which are called as reverse monsoon or northeast monsoon. Right. At the time of northeast monsoon or reverse return monsoon, Telangana get huge rainfall. And in the month of May, the coastal areas are getting huge damage because of cyclones or cyclonic rains. These cyclonic rains are happened because of this breeding of cyclones. Okay, why it is happening? I forgot to explain that point. So these cyclones are happening because of intense heat up of the earth. Intense heat up of the earth, they get what we can say, cyclones. These cyclones are dead effect of these coastal areas and giving damage or destruction to the coastal area. Right. So to measure this rainfall, we need a rain gauge. So we can prepare rain gauge easily, and by scale or with the help of scale we can measure the rainfall. Hoping you understand this topic. So I will meet you in the next video with the topic of rivers. Right, because it's a very important and huge lesson. Now I hoping that rain is understand betterly. If you have any doubt, you can comment in comment box. Like my video please, share my video and subscribe for new videos. Thanks for watching. Bye bye.